magandang pagbati sa inyo. Ako nga pala ang inyong lingkod, si Binibining Kim, na siyang magbibigay ng kaunting kaalaman patungkol sa contemporary word na ang tatalakayin natin ay ang globalization at regionalization. So, ano nga bang pinagkaiba natong dalawang ito? So, mamaya aalamin natin kung ano nga bang pinagkaiba nitong dalawang ito. So, maaari ko muna kayong batiin kung kamusta nga ba kayo? Ayos lang ba kayo? Nasa mabuti ba kayong kalagayan? So sana naman ay nasa mabuti kayong kalagayan ngayon, lalo na't napakainit ng ating panahon ngayon dito sa Pilipinas, at sana ay manatili kayong hydrated, uminom palagi ng tubig para hindi tayo ma-heat stroke. So, ayun lamang, halina't samahan niyo ako upang pag-aralan kung ano nga ba ang contemporary word at kung ano nga ba ang globalization at regionalization. What is regionalization? Regionalization is a process of closer economic integration of countries within a region that divides into an area called segments. It is a tendency to affirm decentralized regions which is concerned to develop itself. Here in the Philippines, we are divided into 17 regions, which is the Region 1 Ilocos regions and Region 2 Cagayan Valley and other regions. So as you can see in this map, there are 17 regions in the Philippines. Effects of regionalization. P stands for provincial improvement. G stands for growth of domestic product. O stands for organized trading system. So the best example of provincial improvement is the way of harvesting rice. So before, the traditional way of the provinces to harvest the rice that we use, lambahan. So ang lambahan na yan ay gawa sa kahoy na kung saan ginagamit ng magsasaka upang makapag-harvest ng palay. Inihahampas ang palay upang matanggal ang mga butil sa kanyang sanga. So dahil sa improvement na nangyayari, so ngayon, ang mga probinsya ay meron na silang makina na kung saan ito ay tinatawag na tracer, na kung saan mas napapabilis ang mga gawain ng magsasaka dahil ipinapasok na lamang nila ang palay at kusa nang nilalaglag ang mga palay galing sa tracer. So the opportunity that we have in regionalization is first, we have the MSME flourish. Second is the preservation of culture and tradition. Third is increase in profit. Fourth is demand for high quality in life. So if we have the opportunities, of course we have the challenges. This is the challenges that we encountered in regionalization. First is the monopolized system. Less support from national government. Can offer aid to another. Less promotion of culture. So ngayon, dadako naman tayo sa globalization. Ano nga bang globalization? Tara, alamin natin kung ano nga ba ang globalization. A globalization represents the global integration of international trade, investment, information, technology, and culture. So, dahil sa konsepto ng globalisasyon is tumataas or umaangat ang pamumuhay ng mahihirap or umaangat na bansa dahil mas maraming oportunidad na bukas para sa kanila. So, kagaya na lamang ng mga trabaho, teknolohiya at pangangalakal. So dahil sa mga yun, mas lumalago o tumataas ang ating globalisasyon. So sa kabilang banda naman is maaari ring sirain ng globalisasyon ang oportunidad sa mga mayayamang bansa dahil mas madali na para sa kanila na kumuha ng mas murang manggagawa mula sa mas mahihirap na bansa. So these are the challenges that we have in the globalization. First, developed countries can stifle development of undeveloped and underdeveloped countries. So second, economic depression in one country can trigger adverse reaction across the globe. So the next challenges that we have in globalization, it can increase spread communicable disease. Companies face much greater competition. So the globalization versus the regionalization. So the globalization, the process of international integration arising from the interchange of the word views such as products. So nasabi ko na nga siya kanina. So next is the regionalization. It is a process of dividing an area into smaller segments. The globalization, the process by which businesses or other organizations develop international influence or start operating on international scale. So basically, the exchange of goods and services between countries' global trade not only results in increased efficiency, but it also allows countries to participate in global economy, encouraging the opportunity of foreign investments. So, according to Nelson, this is his quote, where globalization means, as is often does, that the rich and powerful now have new means to further enrich and empower themselves at the cost of poorer and weaker. We have the responsibility to prostrate in the name of the universal freedom. And that's all. Thank you. I hope you learned something from me.